Hello class, this is Professor Choi. Today we have a quick video to explain how my class runs on Miami-Dade College. So this video is for the ECO 2013 Intro to Macroeconomics, and I'm making this particular video because we have our Canvas integration happening and from here on. Alright, so my name is Renee Choi and my email is rchoi@mdc.edu. I'm going to be available basically by email, and then of course I'm going to be on campus, so if you see me, I'll be in Miami-Dade College North Campus on the second floor, building 1, normally. Okay? I normally run my classes in 3 different modalities. So you need to make sure that you understand which modality you're in when you sign up for the class. There's a few ways to know this. One is it's on your schedule. The second one is when I send my initial email, usually I send you all the instructions for the type of modality, and of course it's going to be written on the syllabus. So you need to understand which type of modality you are in my class. Now, I teach at Miami-Dade College in 3 separate modalities and sometimes online. The most used modality is MDC Live. MDC Live is basically when we meet synchronously, which basically means at the same time of the class, whatever time you're scheduled at, and we meet pretty much every day, but we meet online. So you're going to be in your computer, on your phone, on your tablet, or whatever device you're using to connect with me, and we're going to be there inside of a Zoom meeting in Canvas. Alright? So again, this is a synchronous modality, but it's going to be online. Another modality that I teach is what we call MDC Blended. Blended is basically a modality where you do sort of face-to-face portion, but then there's also a portion online where we normally don't meet unless necessary, but there is a face-to-face component in case you want to have some interaction with the professor, but you also want to have time by yourself to work from home. So MDC Blended, we normally meet at the school in the classroom for about 50% of the time. And when you get it on your schedule, it's going to say the time, meeting, and date. Alright? Now again, the rest of the time you're expected to be working on your own, so there'll be plenty of assignments that will be online. And the last one is MDC face-to-face, which is sort of like what we have been doing, for a really long time in most places, which is basically we meet at school full-time, either twice a week or 3 times a week, depending on which class you're taking, and all the instructions are basically in the class. Of course, there is no getting away from the way school actually works today, so there's always going to be some work that you have to complete online or that you have to complete in your computer and so on. Alright, it's really important for you to always become familiar with the class, so the best way to do that is by reading the syllabus. So please read the syllabus, which will become available to you usually at the beginning of the class right away. And you should be doing this pretty much for every class. Also, professors sometimes have syllabus amendments, which is basically like, something that needs to be changed as the semester goes by. They'll let you know, and then there'll be changes to the syllabus, so make sure you read those as well. If there's any changes, that there's an announcement that there's been any changes. I normally don't change mine. Usually at the beginning of the semester, that's what we got. You need to register for a program called MyEconLab at some point. Again, there'll be instructions inside the syllabus. MyEconLab is going to be a program where you have access not only to the homework, which I have 1 homework per chapter, you also have access to the quizzes, which would allow you to prepare for the test, and you have the 4 tests that are going to be the bulk of the grade in my particular class. MyEconLab usually also comes with the ebook included, so you don't have to buy a physical book unless you want to carry around a physical book, or you bought the physical book at the store and then they give you a code for you to have access to MyEconLab. You can purchase MyEconLab with the instructions that I provided inside of Canvas. Alright? And it's pretty simple because it integrates together with Canvas, so it's easy for it to get it. In order to take attendance in my classes, and because this class is going to rule, I've created what I call discussion boards. There is 1 discussion board per module inside of Canvas, and by the end of the semester you basically have to complete all discussion boards if you want to get 100% on that component for the class. There's going to be again 1 discussion board per module on Canvas, and you have to complete them all by the end of the semester if you want to get 100% attendance in the class or 100% in the golden rule component. I wanted to take a little bit of time and kind of explain what Canvas is. So we have multiple LMSs, learning management systems, that are out there. Canvas is a learning management system that sort of simplifies the interaction between the student and the LMS. So inside of Canvas, basically there's a link on the side that says modules, and then that's where everything's going to be. So there's a little link on the left that says modules. Everything's basically on that particular link, and it's all integrated in a linear fashion inside of it. In my particular class, I separated the class into modules. So there is informational stuff at the beginning of the modules, and then after that there's module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5, all the way to the end of the semester. If you want to be successful in my class, what you basically have to do is you need to complete all the modules in order. So you got to complete module 1, then move on to module 2, then move on to module 3, then move on to module 4, and so on. And again, every single piece of my class will be on those modules, okay? So again, completing every single module is the way to pass the class. And that would include, of course, the discussion boards. It would include complete the homework, completing the quizzes, completing the tests, etc., etc. Okay? So if we're working on Canvas, that's the way to do it. You just follow the modules one by one. I understand that some students sometimes don't really have the time to go to class. Maybe they don't. They have to miss class for whatever reason. So I have created a YouTube channel for you to be able to watch my lectures on your own time and at your own pace. I posted a link to all of my video lectures inside of Canvas in those modules. So you're going to be able to basically just click in there and watch my entire lecture for a particular chapter or topic. I also created a YouTube channel which you can have access to by going to www.renechoi.us, or you look for me inside of YouTube as Professor Choi, and you're going to find me inside of YouTube as Professor Choi. Okay? And you should be able to see all of my lectures there. You know, they're sort of like prepared by myself. They're topics lectures. Okay? So this is kind of like how my macroeconomics runs. Thank you for taking my class, and I hope to see you around in whatever modality I see you. Okay? Pleasure to meet you. Have an awesome time. Take care.